Our World Cup coverage is brought to you by William Hill. This is definitely going to be a hell of a game considering that both teams are coming from a win in their first match. So we should expect Colombia and the Ivory Coast to come into this match with the idea of keeping their momentum going. But who will prove to be the better team? For now, the odds are slightly favoring the Colombians at plus 110, while Ivory Coast would give us plus 275 for their victory. And the tie is set at plus 250 at bet365.com. But the odds might be changing pretty soon, as the Colombians have recently stated that their starting number 9, Carlos Bacca, will miss the match against Ivory Coast due to a tightening of his quadriceps in his right leg. And this could be pretty big for the team because they already are missing their star player, Radamel Falcao, the other team's number 9. As for Ivory Coast, they started out the match against Japan losing, but they dominated the game and eventually turned the score around to finish with a 2-1 victory. We must mention that it was thanks to Serge Aurier, the 21-year-old forward, that the Ivory Coast achieved victory, as he was the player who assisted both goals. There isn't reference for these teams as they haven't played each other in a World Cup presentation till now. So basing ourselves on the previous gameplay and taking into account the missing players in the Colombian squad, we're leaning on their victory at this point. But just to be on the safe side of things, I'm going to go ahead and take the plus a half plus 1 goal on Colombia's Asian handicap, which we can find at bet365.com. The odds for this game are a bit high at minus 500, but it certainly guarantees us a winning ticket if the match were to end in a tie, or even if the Ivory Coast wins by 1 goal, where in this case we would actually push and get our money back. Thanks for joining us today, and we will be back with more World Cup coverage very soon. Till then, stay tuned by subscribing to our channel, and that way you won't miss a single day of action. For SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.